All right. Anyway, so on the same topic of kids, there was a story that came out. And Adore, you can kind of speak to this because I might get this wrong. There was a story that came out that a coach made some kids do push-ups, and then the kids were sent to the hospital because they were doing too much push-ups.
Something like that. Like, so basically, the kids must have done something wrong, and the punishment was just like your coach would do, make y'all run around the track a few times. The coach made them do like 300 push-ups.
Okay.
Now, I don't think it was just straight through. I think he broke it up into segments, but still, 300 push-ups is 300 push-ups.
It's a lot of push-ups.
I think.
And how old were the kids?
It's a lot of push.
Bro, I think they were teenagers.
What did you say?
It's a lot of pushing. Like
This man's
push-ups. It's the catfish.
You're
Blame the catfish. Blame the catfish.
You on your rocker. My boy.
It's my aphrodisiac.
Somebody got caught.
No,
So
but like,
was it a track team?
yeah, I think it was like a track team. A track team or probably football. I guess.
So they high school or they middle school?
No, I think they're middle school.
Okay.
But they came back home
Oh,
and like
no,
they came back with like contusions and like some bruises and stuff like that. And just like you said, I think actually one of them did get hospitalized. It wasn't anything crazy. I think they just went to like care now or something. But on social media, there's a huge battle, and people are like, "Oh, this generation is soft, this and that." Our coaches made us carry 45-pound plates over our heads and made us run around the track. I'm not gonna lie, my coach definitely did that to me.
We used to
times.
carry like each other on the
Our
back
backs.
and run around.
Yep. Oh my gosh.
Y'all remember that?
Dude, what?
You never did that?
Bro, we
Or
would
like conditioning?
Yes.
Yes.
You carry your teammate on your back and run around.
We wouldn't run on the track. We would bear crawl. They would just be hanging off our shirts like this.
I didn't do that.
And we would bear crawl, bro. And I'm talking about like, don't you throw up, because coach ain't gonna take it easy on you.
So do y'all think this raised a question, right? Do we think this generation is the new generation is soft?
No.
I don't think.
That's
Go ahead.
No, that's middle schoolers.
Right. Yeah.
And that's not even like middle school like wrestlers or football. These are track athletes.
Yeah.
Like you use your bottom half of your body. So you making them do 300 push-ups. Like what possibly could you do that wrong at track practice? You know, to get that punishment. And then 300 in probably in the course of an hour, like that is wild.
I was a track runner. Don't you ever disrespect me.
No, I think this brings up an interesting topic, right? Because I want to be careful with this, because especially in our community and as black men, right?
Yeah.
We're taught to be tough,
Of course.
suck it up, don't show
cry.
don't cry, don't be a punk, don't show your emotions, right?
Right.
That's how I was taught.
Yeah.
Until I got to a point to where I kept all my emotions and feelings inside, never had an outlet or anything to express those emotions, or felt like I couldn't talk to anybody, and it started affecting me mentally and physically.
Facts.
Right. So I kind of want to be careful with it, and I don't think this generation is soft. I think that they are just in touch with their emotions a little bit more than we were, and they just have different outlets now to express it. Right. And it's more acceptable in society now to express how you feel and your mental health.
That's it.
You know what I'm saying?
That's it.
So I don't think these kids are soft. I just think, honestly, I don't think that I would cry or nothing if I had to do push-ups, like they were doing. But, if something was bothering me that much when I was their age, I probably wouldn't have said nothing anyway.
And that's the thing.
Yeah.
I would be in the same position exactly. Like, I feel like this generation is more in touch with like their psyche and more in touch with like mental health, just like you were saying. Because back then, if my leg was hurting, I'm either faking an injury. No, he said suck it up. I'm faking an injury.
I was sucking it up.
And I'm going to my room and I'm just sitting there because my mom wasn't taking me no care now. She wasn't gonna take me no ER. Yeah. It's like, yo, put some ice on it and go back to school the next day and do your thing. So I definitely didn't have a lot of people to like just talk things through and talk things with. But nowadays, kids are trying to figure it out, and they're starting to see things like, yo, you got to take this mental health stuff serious. Yeah. You have to. So I don't think the kids are in the wrong. I will say this: if I was a parent and my kid came home with contusions from doing push-ups, then me and the coach go off the scrap. Yeah, you shouldn't have bruises from doing push-ups. That's nuts.
300 as a middle school.
I would think there was something else going on.
I think there's something else going on.
It's got to be something off the track.
Is the coach hitting you or something?
Exactly.
Yeah, that's a fact too.
Real.
But I feel like also like you said, like these kids nowadays. Yeah. I also think it's being engraved in them more at this age. Yeah. Because I had no coach, no guidance counselor, no one, no idol saying, hey, like as a man growing up, tell me about your emotions, or And that's honestly, I feel like a lot of people in general, but like black people, we need therapy.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Therapy. Oh my goodness.
And I feel like we look upon it like it's wrong.
Yeah.
Or it's like it makes you look weak.
Right.
But I mean, I would definitely try it out.
I think not only do we need therapy, we need a group of men around us that we can ask for support.
Yeah.
Like,
that's crucial.
I need to be able to go to my brothers and say, man, I'm not feeling it today, bro.
That's crucial.
And we can have a conversation about, the things that I'm going through. And,
Facts.
you need to have, people around that you trust that you can ask for support. Because if you try to do it alone, like I'm sure many of us have, right, try to deal with our emotions and things alone, it'll only get you so far until you self-destruct.
Yeah, man.
You self-destruct.
Yeah,
and we work with kids like that. You know what I mean?
Definitely, man. Definitely.
So, but yeah, I think we can kind of continue with this conversation, right? Like, how as parents, right? Because like I said, I have a son on the way, right? So, what does that look like as we are stepping into parenthood and we're going to parent our kids? Because I think I don't blame my parents, right? I don't blame my parents for the way that they raised me or feeling like I couldn't ask for support and things like that, right? And I've told them that, but like I said, I don't blame them. And now they're starting to see, like, as I've gotten older, they're starting to feel like, oh yeah, man, maybe we should have done this better. Maybe, we made a mistake there, right? Maybe I could have been there for you in a different way. Yeah. They're starting to understand mental health the more, it's becoming publicized and things like that.
Right.
But how are we going to be as parents, right? Are we going to continue the cycle, right? Or are we going to break the cycle?
I'm breaking that joint off rip.
Facts.
No, and it's funny because, so I'm 26 years old. I
thought you was 30, fool.
I thought you were 32. I thought you were 32. You talk about 26. No, that's me. You're a grown man. You're grandpappy. That's who you are. You pawpaw.
Nah, pawpaw.
I really hate both of y'all.
Call this man pawpaw.
Now I got to get back on topic. I'm 26 years young. And I vividly remember to this day, like, my father never had the sex talk with me. Never. We never talked about.
I had a sex talk either.
We never talked about my emotions. We never talked about. I mean, nothing. It was just always. Now, again, my father was a great man, great father, great, idol, father figure, everything. But, I just don't think that's something that he got as a young man. So he didn't really know how to correlate that.
Right.
And, even though I never got that, I've gotten that more from my bros than I've ever gotten that from my father. But I'm really, like, to the point where I'm definitely breaking that cycle at a young age. Like, when you come home, hey, what's going on? Why are you mad? How was school? Talk to me. If you want to cry, cry out. Like, I'm going to make sure I'm going to have my son coming to me every day.
That's key.
I'd rather you over-communicate or have your son under your arm than he be distant. Exactly. I've seen what that can do to a young man.
Yeah. We can't, I mean, like I said, we can't blame our parents because that's what they were taught. And they were only doing what they were taught, right? And we just got to break the cycle. Yeah. We got to break the cycle, and I think I'm putting a lot of things into perspective. 6 months, I got my baby boy, you know what I'm saying? So I'm going to always keep those lines of communications open, you know what I'm saying? But I think there's a fine line between being your child's friend and being their
parent.
Yeah, their parent, right? My dad always used to say, and I used to, like, I have so much respect for my dad, and I used to, sometimes fear my dad, right? Yeah. But he always used to say, one day you're going to realize I'm your best friend. And as we gotten older, I realized he is my best friend. Right. But growing up, he had to teach me some things first. So it was going to be times where we bump heads, times where I didn't agree with him and things like that. But now I can look back and say, I needed that. Yeah. I needed him to, get on me about that. I needed him to lecture me about when I was doing the wrong things. Exactly. Because it helped me be the man I am today. Because he was like, you always going to look back. One day you're going to look back and see all the things I was telling you, you was right. And I found myself, I always found myself calling my dad, like, dang, you were right about that.
Thanks.
You were right about that. So,
but as a kid, you was fighting that joint. You were like, all right, okay.
I was fighting heavy, but I'm gonna really just communicate with my son, man. I'm gonna really communicate, keep the lines of communication open, but in a way that I'm being a father and not a friend. Right. It's like you can't just. Obviously, you come to me with some stuff. There's going to be consequences to those actions, right? It's not going to be like I'm gonna spank you. We can get to that in a second. I'm not gonna spank you. Like, I'm not going to spank you or beat you, but we're going to be able to have those conversations and hopefully, that can make him change some of the things that he's doing if he is doing wrong. So,
how about if your kid slap you?
Huh?
That'll never happen, bro.
You say that now.
If your child slaps you,
that just went totally
left. If your kid just smacks the taste out your mouth, what are you doing, bro?
Hey, just close your eyes. Hold on, do this. Just close your eyes and just think about your son just coming up to you, mad, and just no words, hand straight to the chin.
What is it saying? As quick as I brought you into this world, as quick as I'm gonna take you off.
Boy, I brought you into the world. I can take
you out just as quick.
Nah.
Yeah, that's gonna be that.
That ain't it. That is not it.
That's like this. That's like the ultimate form of disrespect. Open your hand up and slaps.
Yeah, bro.
Your
I'd
father.
rather my son punch me in my chin.
It's not like.
I'm serious. I'm sorry.
No, bro.
I'd rather.
Wait a minute.
Alex,
I'm
I
buckling down. I'd rather my son come up to me and steal me in the chin with a fist than slap me across the face.
Well, I hope if your son steals you in the chin, you're not gonna fall down. So
come on now.
Wow.
I'm gonna be swollen cold when I'm a father. My son he gonna know better.
Listen, our sons or daughters are not gonna do that, bro. It's a respect thing. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
If you're doing that, like, we're not gonna be no absentee dads or not there for our kids. Like, nah, God forbid, bro.
That's wild.
How about if I want some milk?
What?
Milk? No. I've never in my years of life have ever thought about laying hands on my parents.
Never.
No. Oh,
yet alone even talk back and say something crazy.
No.
I'll say something under my breath.
Yeah.
No, but my mom
say something under your breath. Slam the door. You slam my door. No,
it's but let me get a turn. I mean, I'm gonna break the cycle as well for sure. let me get a turn. Let me get a turn.
The aphrodisiac.
No, for real. I think I'm gonna break the cycle. I know, and I ain't gonna put my parents on blast. I love my parents to death. They did all they could do for me. They were immigrants. They came to this state. They worked hard.
Shout out to them.
Oh, bro, for real. But I will say, and because of what their parents were doing with them as well, like, it took my parents a minute to, show that love. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Oh, we just gonna feed you. We got a roof over your head. We got some clothes on your back. But, like, the words "I love you" wasn't really coming out their mouths. Yeah, I'm breaking that, man. I'm kissing my kids on the forehead. I'm kissing them on the cheeks. People were clowning Tom Brady for kissing their sons on the lips and things like that. But, no, bro, like, no, I'm serious. You look at that and you're like, oh, that's crazy. But that's a different kind of, like, affection. No, for real.
Bro.
Yeah.
I respect you, bro.
Skippy. It is a different type of affection.
So I'm not gonna lie to you. Like, those are things that those are barriers I gotta break through.
Yeah, bro.
And I'm cutting that cycle down so that my kids will see me doing that and they can go ahead and pass it down to their kids as well. Yeah. I mean, that's the whole point. Everything is cyclical. So like,
it's same in relationships too,
dude. For sure.
If you've been in a toxic relationship for years, if you ever break up and go to another relationship, it's just going to be natural habits that you're not even going to realize that you do.
Yeah, if you didn't fix it, you're going to carry all that baggage.
Yeah, so it's key. It's key. And
I didn't mean to laugh at you, bro. It was just kind of.
I wasn't laughing at you. I was laughing at the kissing on the lips.
No, people.
That is a different type of.
People were clowning Tom Brady for kissing his son on the lips.
Tom Brady was by his poolside and had his son in his lap, and they were just like,
they were clowning dude. No, that he's being a father.
Yeah, I feel there's nothing wrong with that. Being a father, but I also feel like it's certain bound.
Oh, okay. I don't know.
Okay, hold on.
I shouldn't be laughing.
Hey, look, Tom Brady to go. Tom Brady to go. Football-wise, he to go. All right, let's get it.
Tom Brady is the go. Tom Brady put his son on his lap.
He's a great father,
had
too.
A good time.
Hey, bro, we don't judge on this podcast.
We don't.
I swear. It's just some things that catch you off guard. So,
I think you was those things.
Like, some things I wouldn't do, but I'm going to love my son.
I wouldn't do that.
I put my son on my lap. I ain't going to hold you.
That's cool. That's
yeah.
I'm going to keep my son away from you.
What? Yo!
Santa Claus.
Wait a minute. Hey, you gonna give him the wrong kind of idea. Nah, dog.
My son can he can sit on my one side of my lap, and then he has to be facing off.
When they get to a certain age,
he got to be facing off my lap.
My son could be 10 years old. He can sit on my lap. You know why? Because I'm showing him that love.
It's all about being a great father. That's all I'm going to say.
That's all we're trying to say.
Be a great father. Be a great mother.
That's all we're trying to say.
Be in tune with your child's emotions. Because honestly, let's really like shift the point of the conversation.
Yes.
Some of these children really are going through a lot.
Yeah.
and just being bullied at school. The list goes on, and you really just never know what a kid's going through. So, shoot, Tom Brady's, it's hard to bring it back there, but Tom Brady's son could have probably gotten bullied for that picture. And like I said, coming home, just
Tom Brady's son not getting bullied. I ain't gonna.
I'm saying his son probably could have got bullied going to school and having his classmates see that. But
Tom Brady's son not getting bullied.
Yeah, probably. But still, just talk to your children. You just never know what they're going through. You'll honestly be surprised about what they're going through at a specific young age. I'm telling you, you'll be very surprised.
And I never used to talk about anything until I was like at a boiling point. You know what I'm saying? As a kid, I just let it fester until I was like really mad and wanted to go fight somebody.
So you start seeing black, or red. Yeah, somebody gonna have to just pull you aside.
Yeah,
I'm the same way though.
Yeah, but going back to like the love, right? I don't know what it was for y'all, but like I always knew my dad loved me. You know what I'm saying? He never really like said it. He always showed it by his action, which I appreciated. But it took me getting older and me saying to him like I love you for it to become a natural thing. Now every time I hang up the phone, whether it's my father, my little brother, my sister, if you even like y'all, I make sure I say, I love you before I hang up the phone. You know what I'm saying? Because God forbid it's
it's the last time.
My last time. I want to make sure that y'all hear that. But more than that, I want you to know that I love you, not just by my words, but by my actions. So, but yeah,
that's a fact though.
That's funny to you?
You don't say you love me when you hang up the phone.
Yes, I do, bro.
It wasn't the last time, maybe. But he does say it.
That's crazy, bro.
You want to say it to Alex?
I said it to all of y'all.
Yeah, he said it to both.
Don't
try to do that.
We're not trying to do nothing.
I don't say I love you, bro.
Say you love me right now.
I love you, bro.
Look me in my eyes and say you love me.
I can't see your eyes.
Bro, hey, that catfish going crazy still. I thought it out of your
You know what? I'm gonna say it. We're gonna do it right. I love you, bro.
I love you too, Slim.
Why you so close, bro? Back up. I love you, bro. I love you, bro.
All right, real life.
All right.
But let's talk about, 6 months. 6 months, you got a child on the way.
6 months, I got a child on the way.
Honestly, that's really crazy. Like,
that is crazy.
Yo, what you got to do, break that down into days and do like a countdown. But
I'm going to do it just for you.
Alex,
what about, go ahead.
Let's, no, you say what you want to say. And then
I was going to say, like, disciplining your child.
Yeah.
Oh, I was going to
skip by that. I mean,
facts.
I had a lot of belt action in my past.
That's
the belt or the switch?
I never
had the switch. Spank me now or spank me later.
The belt was
I don't know how he even came up with
enemy.
Yeah, so all right, wait. So did you get spanked?
Of course.
I got spanked. Did you get spanked?
No, I got beat.
Elaborate.
Yeah, bro. Can you please?
A beating is a spank.
A beating is different than a spank.
No, beat is definitely different than a spank.
Because when I got spanked, it was like, I'm doing this out of love.
What?
You know I love you.
That one.
How is this?
They didn't know that lingo.
That's what I got. Like,
bro, they would wear my butt out.
Like,
so did you get a belt or a switch or did you get a brick? Like,
you know what's actually kind of nuts? Because that is Miss K Vicious with her tools.
I don't think we should.
Yeah, let's leave it at that.
Expose your mom on camera.
So we both got beaten in.
Listen,
we're just gonna put your situation
listen, dog. And of course, like I understand. Just we're just being real, and I ain't gonna expose my parents, but just being real. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, the switch, the belt, the Lowe's ruler, the little that foot ruler, that was a bad boy. My mom ain't throwing no brick at me. She ain't throwing no brick at me.
Wait. Speaking of a ruler, my parents went to the same elementary school that I went to. It was a private Catholic school, and they knew all the teachers.
Oh no!
So they gave the teachers permission
to spank you.
To spank
my
me
school's
with
like
a
that
ruler,
too.
bro. It wasn't on my butt though, on my hand.
Oh, ours was on our butt with a paddle. Like our parents would sign something, and if they signed it, if you misbehaved, the principal would. The principal would tell you to put your hand on the desk and just tilt your back down and lift your butt up, and he would.
You want a fraternity?
You was about to say bent you over.
I was gonna say bent you over. I ain't gonna. My principal,
bro. School has changed these days.
Oh no, they still doing that at Liberty for sure.
No way.
They bending kids over and beating them.
No, I'm squaring up.
You can't do, bro. I mean, you could, but
what kind of authority you
that didn't happen at your school?
Oh yeah, we was getting swats.
I went to public school.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I went to public school. And no, if a teacher ever asks me to bend over so you can spank me, nah, I'm going to drop kick you.
How about if they said spank?
And then I'm going to run right to the principal's
How about
office.
they said, do you want a spanking now or do you want a spanking later?
My child?
No.
I'm spanking if my child act up, I'm spanking you now to the car. Stop. When you get out, I'm gonna go get something to eat, come back, spank you again, tell you go in the crib.
But I never got hit with the switch. I always got hit with it was a belt.
What is a switch?
And then when I got, it's like a tree.
The tree, like the
branch.
branch.
Okay.
I never got hit with a switch. And as I got older, my dad would just be like, I ain't gonna spank you no more. He just gave me like one
to the chest.
One to the chest.
A little,
and that's how I knew. I was like, all right, you got it.
My dad did this little thing when we were younger. It was like a pinch. I don't know what it was. Like he just grabbed a little piece of skin, pinch and twist.
Oh my gosh!
It got us straight.
I
was like, bro, I'm good. I'm good.
I think it's. I love hearing like the pinch and twist and the punch to the chest because I got it all.
Yeah,
I got the pinch. I got the punch to the chest.
What about the infamous belt? It's called like a belt bite. This my father.
Welt?
No, a belt bite.
Are you talking about like the?
So basically, like when you're about to get a beating, it's like your father. Like first off, he has his 3 or 4 belts.
Oh yeah, dangling down.
You about to get tore up from the floor up.
Yeah.
So he gets the belt, he folds it, and you hold both ends, and you snap it. And
that's he was playing with you.
Pop, pop.
That's a playful
dad.
And
he would be talking to us, knowing he about to spank the life out of us, biting that jump. He like, I told you, stop acting up. Stop acting up in school.
Your dad is vicious. He was popping that belt.
Yes,
what,
bro? It's like the belt was talking. I was
bro,
like,
it's the fact that Alex's dad was so bad, but he still played with it. He was like,
nah, Slim.
You gonna get it today?
You gonna get it today? Bro, it was so terrifying. It was just like.
Yeah, that would scare me. Bro.
And it was worse because like you get home and he'd be like, go up to your room.
Oh yeah, that was the worst. That was the worst.
Would y'all layer up?
No, I
put multiple sweatpants on.
I heard
my dad would know.
I heard if you do that, it makes it worse.
My mom told me to take it all off. Just she would be.
You tried to layer up?
Oh, bro, me, a DJ, and a Dune. Bro, I remember one time about we knew she was on her way home, supposed to like clean the house up or something like that. My dad came home, snitched. And my mom, my dad never hit us, man.
It was always your mom?
Yeah, it was all my dad never laid a finger on any of us. Like he don't like beating, and so his dad didn't like hitting them either, which is crazy too. We can talk about that.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, he snitched, and we all went to the closet, threw on a few sweatpants and a few, like a crew neck, no turtleneck. My mom was making us wear turtlenecks back then. Turtlenecks, a crew neck.
I gotta see a picture of this dude in a turtleneck as a baby, bro.
Bro, when my mom came home and we already sweating my put on this, she said, "Take it off." He said, "Yes, ma'am."
Not the accent.
Remove him. I said, "Okay."
Oh Lord,
okay.
Bro.
Just
imagine you trying to get out that turtleneck, knowing she's mad at you.
That's crazy.
Your head stuck in that joint. Your arm.
It sounded like she missed your butt, bro. She must have.
Yeah, she hit the butt. She hit the back, the arm, the leg. She got no back. She got no butt. Nah, heck nah.
Did y'all parents have like names for the belts?
Ooh,
bro,
no.
My mom didn't have time for that.
My parents didn't, but my grandfather had a name for the belt.
What was it?
Like Luther or something?
No. Rest in peace, my grandfather, bro. Love that man to death. But he was like, I knew it got real. I knew I was acting up when he said, "Don't make me go get Jack Johnson." I said, "What?"
That sound like a
Jack Johnson is like an old school boxer.
Sound like a whiskey.
He's an old school boxer from back in the day. He said, "Don't make me go get Jack Johnson." You want me to go get Jack Johnson? No.
I'm like, you want to go drink? Go drink. No. What they got to do with me?
I want chocolate milk.
Young Jack Johnson, that do sound crazy.
Jack Johnson, bro. But listen, all right,
wasn't that Michael? Oh, never mind. I'm about to say something reckless.
Yeah,
bro, that's funny. Jack
Johnson.
Like isn't there like a singer named Jack Johnson?
JJ.
No, it's a boxer, bro. I don't know about a singer, but he was a boxer. But anyway, I knew that if Jack Johnson was coming out the closet, it was game time.
Sure,
it was
don't
over
make
for
me
me.
bad anymore. I'll be saying, don't make me get Jack Johnson.
So go get JJ.
Oh, that's good. That's good.
All right. The underlying question is: are you gonna spank your kids?
Ooh, that's good.
I'll take that one first.
Go ahead, bro.
I for sure am. Yes.
All right.
I will.
Well, let's say yours. All right.
Okay.
Let's all say ours first, and then we'll explain. I am not gonna spank my kids.
I'm not laying a finger on my child.
All right. Go ahead.
Hey, first off, y'all make me sound so bad right now. Yeah, but it's okay because I'm going to explain.
All right.
Now, I'm not going to be a pushover parent. Like I said,
Okay.
I know that the way my parents raised me, I turned out to be a pretty decent young man, and I'm not going to let my child feel as though they can do whatever they want, say whatever they want, and all that stuff like that. And sometimes, this day and age, just taking their tablet or taking their cell phone, we didn't have that stuff back then. So it's like, yeah, that's my way of disciplining you, and I'm gonna give you some chances. I'm not just going to be that father to just start wailing out off something crazy.
Yeah.
But yes, I mean, I will say this too. I will definitely have avenues of what I would do before going to a beating. And if that works for my child, then I will never spank him a day in my life.
Okay. But
if it gets to that point and I really feel like, all right, Junior not listening,
right,
it's not getting through to Junior.
Right.
I got Jack Johnson for him. I got JJ waiting in the closet for him.
So I say
easy.
I say I'm not gonna spank my kids. If I spank my kids because my kids have done something like unruly, you know what I'm saying? You have to get me to that point. But I don't. My biggest thing is I don't want them to see their earthly father as they see their spiritual father, right? I don't want them to think that, when you do something wrong, the punishment is something physical or God is mad at you or you're being punished. Because when I was a kid, I thought like that. Like that's, when I got beat, my heavenly father was kind of, disappointed at me and mad at me and was going to beat me, stuff like that. So for me, I don't want my child to even have that train of thought. I want them to see I want them to see the opposite, right? I want them to see their earthly father as they see their spiritual father, right? As somebody who is loving, caring, compassionate. Now, I'm not saying there won't be consequences for actions, right? But I think that we should be able to have a conversation before it ever gets to that point,
right?
Like serious, tough conversations
before
it ever gets to that point. Definitely. Now, if we continue to have those conversations, maybe, but for the most part, I don't think I would.
I'm not spanking any of my children, because of this one thing. And it was crazy because I was sitting in psych major. I was sitting in psychology class, and I think it was abnormal psych.
Sound about right.
Yeah.
Maybe we had that class together.
Maybe, but no. But there's something called ODD, so oppositional defiant disorder. All right. So whenever you have an authoritative parent, like a crazy authoritative parent, and they're whooping you and they're screaming at you and they're yelling at you, but they're not really teaching you anything.
Right.
It causes the kid to be defiant.
Yeah.
And just like the psych unit, wherever we worked, we saw that a lot. It was very prominent. And me just being transparent, like I saw that in myself a few times, and lashing out and raging out. But I went back to the source, and it was my mom like just whooping us, just whooping us. Yo, she's mad, whooping us. We did something wrong, just whooping us. And I feel like our parents weren't able to separate that anger from like the teaching itself.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? They're human, and I can't blame them.
Yeah,
but I mean.
Yeah, I feel like go ahead.
No.
Okay, so I feel like the train of thought for a kid shouldn't be like, oh, I did wrong, so I know I'm about to get beat. I'm about to get.
That's it, exactly.
I feel like that shouldn't be the train of thought. It's like, I did wrong.
Let me learn.
Let me learn from my mistake. Let me go, have a conversation with my father and him tell me, if I continue to do this, that, and that, this is going to lead me down a path of this, right? If I continue to do wrong, this is going to lead me in this direction, right? So give them some alternatives instead of just, dang, I did bad, so yeah, I know my dad's going to spank me. It's like, no, I did bad, let me just go be honest with because it allows that conversation to happen. Because I remember hiding report cards, you know what I'm saying? Hiding report cards, you remember sticker sheets when you got sad faces and stuff, like, because I knew I was going to go home and I felt like I couldn't have the conversation with them, like, this is what happened. I didn't mean for it. I'm sorry. You know what I'm saying? So it allows for the conversation to not be like for them not to be scared to have a conversation.
Facts. We shouldn't fear the action that we did that was wrong. Yeah. And a lot of the times we fear the discipline itself.
Yeah, we fear the discipline.
We feared that, they're going to whoop us. Just like you were saying. You shouldn't fear that, nor should you feel, all right, you're over your line. All right, I'm scared to lie. No. Learn from it. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I want to be able to put my kids in a position where they know not to lie. They shouldn't be scared to lie, but they know not to do it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
So,
Facts.
I don't know.
It's good conversation, gentlemen.
Maybe no belts in my household. We'll all use shoestrings.
So we know who's going to be sagging their pants.
Exactly.
I wish they'd sag it.